Hello, welcome to all CBT tutorials. My name is David, and in today's special video, we'll be looking at GCE top likely English questions. So these are the questions that you should expect in your GCE exam, be it NECO GCE or WAEC GCE. Also note that this set of questions will work for JAM, NAPTEP, JUPEP, basically the senior secondary school level. So make sure that you understand them, and if you have questions, why not interact with me in the comment section. I'm open to take your questions. Now, if you are yet to be subscribed, before we begin, why not smash the subscribe button and like the video if it actually helped you. Now, let's go into it. We'll start with question 1, which was taken from 2018. It says, choose the word that best completes the sentence. She has lived here, dash 5 years. She has lived here, dash 5 years. You have since 5 years, for 5 years, during 5 years, within 5 years. Which of this word would best, note the instruction, it says best, okay? So the one that would best, if we were referring to a point in time, would have said since, all right? Maybe I was such and such since, I've been here since morning. If we're referring to a point in time. But that's not the case here. It says she has lived here for 5 years. So it's a straight article, right? She has lived here for 5 years. Best completes this sentence. So the correct option is option B. And then question 2 from 2019. Which sentence is grammatically correct? In other words, not all of these sentences are grammatically correct. So A, he don't like ice cream. B, he doesn't like ice cream. C, he doesn't like ice cream. Okay, this is likes. And then D, he don't like ice cream. He doesn't like ice cream. Another a better rendering for this might be he does not. This is the abbreviation of does not. So he doesn't like ice cream. It won't be likes, right? There's no need for extra S. So it doesn't like ice cream is the grammatically correct one. Then question 3 from 2020. Pick the synonym of the word in italic. Italic mean or italic mean it's slightly bent. I mean that word would be this word, which is astonishing. Alright? Our success was astonishing. First of all, to know what the synonym would mean, which definition of synonym is another word for a closely related word. Alright, so the synonym of the word in Italy. So what's astonishing? Astonishing will mean extraordinary, will mean amazing. Okay, so our success was astonishing. So which of these would be another word for astonishing? We have ordinary, which is low, which is lower. It is not another word. We have shocking. Shocking would, from these options, shocking is more related to astonishing or better related to astonishing from this option. Alright, so B is the correct option. And then question 4. What is the correct past form of the verb in brackets? What's the verb in brackets? Go, which is an action word. So they dashed to the market yesterday. So what's the correct past form of this verb? Go. Go. Went. You definitely do that in primary school where you have your table. Present tense, past tense. Here you have go. Here you have went. Alright? Not gone. Some persons would make mistake and say gone. No. So go. Past tense of go is went. Okay, good. Now next question. Question 5. Identify the part of speech of the underlined word. Okay, in this case, the word is not underlined. We actually italicized it. So they walked slowly to the bus. They walked slowly to the bus. Now, just for your information, anytime you see ly, okay, in case of slowly, beautifully, amazingly, alright, ly is used in adverbs, used to modify a verb. That's the definition of an adverb. An adverb is a word used to modify a verb or an adjective, right? So Where you see ly, it's just modifying the verb. And what's the verb there? Slow. So slow is the action word, is a verb. So they walk slowly to the bus. So slowly is an adverb, and the verb will be what? Slow. That's option B. Then we move on. Question 6 from 2018. Which word best fits? Which of these words best fits into this statement? If I dash you, I will not do that. If I am you, if I were you, if I was you, if I be you. Yes, in some cases you can use if I be you, if I was you. Okay, many people use if I was you informally. Alright, it's used in kind of American English. If I was you, alright. But the best or the correct rendering for this, because it's a conditional statement, you are not that person. You are just putting yourself in the person's shoes. So it's called third person conditional. So if I were you, I would not do that. So where is the option there? And then 7 from 2019, choose the correct option. Neither the students nor the teacher dash satisfied. Neither the students nor the teacher is it was satisfied, were satisfied, is or B. Neither the students nor the teacher. Now, neither means not one of these two groups of people or of these two sets of people. Okay, so neither makes this statement a singular statement, a singular object. So the verb has to be what? In the singular. So neither the students nor the teacher, not one of the students or the teacher. What would complete that? It should be what? Neither the student nor the teacher was satisfied. Right? It won't be were because it's no longer a plural. Was is a singular uh, past tense. Okay? The singular verb for past tense. So was. Neither the student nor the teacher was satisfied. So was. And then question 8 now. Pick the antonym of the underlined word. Pick the antonym of the underlined word. The movie was tedious. The movie was tedious. What's antonym? Antonym means the opposite. So what's the opposite of tedious? Okay, is it boring, exciting, slow, dull? Okay, so from here, even if you don't know what tedious means, but from here you can see that boring, slow, and dull, they are synonymous. It's just exciting that is a bit different. So boring, slow, dull, they relate, right? We can't have three answers. So exciting. So the movie was tedious, meaning it was boring. So it's not exciting. So and the opposite of that, which is the antonym of that, will be exciting. And question 9 from 2020. Which sentence has the correct spelling? Okay. Now they all sound alike, but one of them is correctly spelled. And I don't need to pronounce them, so it's definitely there's an high. I know many times you call it definitely, but it's actually definitely, not definitely, right? So this is the correct spelling, option E. And then question 10. Which option shows correct punctuation? What's punctuation? The use of comma, full stop, exclamation mark, question mark, helping to give a sentence or a statement correct intonation, pitch, sound, or even meaning. So in this case, you have it's going to rain, bring an umbrella. They are all the same wordings, just the punctuation is different. So which of them has the correct punctuation? And that will be D. It's going to rain, comma, bring an umbrella, right? So because bring an umbrella is depending on it's going to rain. It's the result, cause and effect. Okay, the effect of the rain that is coming, bring an umbrella. So it cannot stand on its own. You understand? So that's option D. Question 11, 2022. Choose the word which correctly completes the sentence. She is responsible dash the project. She is responsible dash the project. You have for the project, of the project, with the project. People are often responsible for something. Alright. I'm responsible for it. I'm responsible for it. Do you understand that kind of stuff? Or your mom's telling you regarding your younger sister. You are responsible for our well-being, of our upkeep. You know, that kind of stuff. So people are always responsible for something. So that's A, 4. And then question 12 now from 2018. In which sentence is the use of the comma correct? What's the comma? This is the comma, right? So in which sentence is the use of the comma correct? Before leaving, he said goodbye. There's no comma in A. Before leaving, he said goodbye. Before leaving, he said goodbye. Okay, they are all the same wordings. So the correct use of the comma is for option B. Before leaving, he said goodbye. That's B. And then 13, choose the correct comparative form. Now, comparative is often used to compare between two things, right? You know, you've been taught the positive, comparative, and superlative as early as primary 3, primary 4. Okay, so this is a question that is drawn from there. The task is dash than that one. So this is, we're trying to compare two tasks. So the task is easier. You're not going to say more easier because the positive of easier is easy, and then you have the comparative easier when we are comparing between two tasks, and then you have the superlative to be easiest, all right, when we are talking about the highest, all right. So the task is easier than that one. Easier, that's option B. Now if you have followed this video up until question 13, it shows that you enjoy the content and it's good enough. If it's good enough for you, why not show it by smashing the like button? It encourages us, the tutors, to know that the content we are giving out there is good enough so that we can make more videos. It also suggests to the YouTube algorithm that the tutorial is good, and then they can push it to a wide and a larger audience, right? Let's continue now. Question 14. Which sentence is in the passive voice? So another word for the passive voice is reported voice. Okay, you have the active and the passive. So in this case, which of these sentences is in the passive voice? The chef cooked the meal. That's direct, active. Maybe chef, builder. Is it builder or builder or passive? What that means? Cook the meal. Cook the jollof rice. Okay, so that's an active, right? The meal was cooked by the chef. All right, that's a passive. You see that it's in there. It's like a reported speech. Somebody is reporting what happened. Oh, this meal was cooked by that chef. That's reported. That chef cooked the meal. That's active. Do you see the difference between the two? Good. The chef is cooking the meal. The chef cooks the meal. Don't C and D. Don't even play in this question. All right, 15 from 2023. Pick the correct option. If she were here, she dashed the answer. Also a conditional statement. We've seen something like this. I think question 3. If she were here, she dashed the answer, and that way she would know, right? So this part of the statement is dependent on this part. If she were here, what would be the result? She would know, not she knows. Okay, or she knew, because it's not in the past. We are not in the past in this scenario, but she would know the answer. Okay, and 16. Identify the conjunction in the sentence. What's conjunction? Conjunctions are words, or in some rare cases, phrases that join two independent or even dependent clauses together. Okay, or phrases, even sometimes. Okay, so he wanted to go, but it was raining. So he wanted to go can stand on his own. It was raining can stand on his own. But brings both together, right? It brings both together and make it a meaningful, fuller statement or sentence. He wanted to go, but it was raining. So but is the connecting word, is a conjunction. 17 now from 2018. Which is a correct negative form? Now we have positive form of words and negative form of words. Positive form of words is like gives you that positive vibes. Negative form of words give you, the not so good vibes. For example, if I say I want, okay, that's positive. If I say I don't want, When I say that to you, it makes you feel somehow. Maybe you are offering me a gift. I say, I don't want, you know. Even my tone is often going to be unpleasant and harsher than when I'm saying, I want. You get that now? So that's a negative statement. So in this case, she does not want. It's the negative form, right? And then question 18, pick the correct article. Okay, meaning this is an expression that is said often. Which of these words completes the expression? Okay, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Is actually an idiomatic. Is it an idiomatic expression or is saying here an apple a day keeps the doctors or the doctor away? Is an one apple each day keeps the doctor away. I'm not sure how true that is, but it's a saying anyways. And then question 19, 2020. Choose the option that best shows cause and effect. Okay, we saw something as this earlier. Although it was raining, she went out. Because it was raining, she stayed in. Unless it rains, she won't go. Even though she went, it rains. Funny. Okay, so let's see A and B because I think the answer is between A and B. Although it was raining, she went out. Because it was raining, she stayed in. Okay. Unless it rains, she won't go. No, no. C and D does not give us cause and effect. Let's look at A and B again. Sometimes you need to look at it 2, 3 times. Although it was raining, she went out. Because it was raining, she stayed in. Okay. So because it was raining, she stayed in is logical. Because when it's raining, most people will stay in. But look at A, it says, although it was raining, she went out. It's also logical, it's also an answer. Honestly, it's also can also work as an answer because maybe it was important. She's just got to go, you know. And though it was raining, she wouldn't mind. She stepped into it. So if you choose A or B, you'll be correct. So in such a case like this, if you're answering your exam on a computer screen, you need to flag the question, all right, so that the examiner can read it in their software database that something is wrong with that particular question. All right, so A or B works. 20. Select the correct pronoun. Each of the boys did dash homework. Each of the boys did dash homework. Now, each has made this um, statement or sentence to be in the singular, like I established before. Each simply means one of the boys, so either this boy or that boy, right? So each of the boys did is. It won't be there anymore because we are now referring to the boys as individuals. So we're not referring to them as a group. So each of the boys did his homework, right? Good. So that's it. Right, so we've come to half mark of our target for this particular video. We are taking 40 top questions that you should encounter in your GCE exam. Now, if you want to practice many more of these videos, in fact, hundreds of them, you can see the link to download our apps in the description of this video. You can go ahead to download the app on Google Store or Apple iOS Store. The apps are free. Create an account and begin to practice hundreds of English questions, including maths and every other exam or subject that might interest you. Also, if you have questions to this video, you have comments or questions, or you're not quite satisfied with my explanation, why not reach out in the comment section and I will be happy to hear your thoughts and respond appropriately. Now we'll continue from 21. Right. It says choose the correct tense. By the time he arrived, we dashed dinner. We finished dinner. We had finished dinner. We have finished dinner. We finished. So that will be had finished. By the time he arrived, we had finished dinner. Okay, showing something that happened in the future. Okay, by the time he arrived, we had finished dinner. Okay, 22 from 29. Which sentence uses an idiom correctly? Okay, what's the idiom there? I can see it. Let the cat out of the bag. So, which of this is correct? He let the cat out of the bag. He revealed the secret. A. B. He let the bag out of the cat. He let the bag out of the cat. He revealed the secret. C. He let the cat out of the bag. He hid the secret. He let the cat out of the bag. He revealed the secret. Okay, that's A. Letting the cat out of the bag means revealing a secret in an idiomatic expression. 23 now. Which word is an antonym or opposite of scarce? Scarce. Some people call it scarce, but it's scarce. Now, scarce simply means something that is in rare availability, inadequate, is rare. So the opposite of rare would be what? Abundance, plenty. So that's C. 24. Pick the correct option. I wish I had more time yesterday. So what's this? I wish I had. Yeah, that's the correct one. Had. Yes. Not I have had. I wish I had more time yesterday. You see that? Some of this will often put come after the first had, but not necessarily. I wish I had more time. Yes, it's often used for wish. We use had for wish. Okay, I wish I had not done it. I wish I had gone there. But because this is in the third level, I wish I had more time yesterday. Right, it would be the correct option here. And then 25. Which option is correct in the direct speech or direct speech? He said he was tired. So yes. Which option is correct in direct speech? Looking at it, what's different because they all have the same wording. So I see the punctuation now, the punctuation. So he said, I am tired. Where is the quote supposed to be? Let's see, let's see, let's see. So he said, I was tired. He said, so we are looking at A is between A and D. All right. So what's the difference between okay? This is ham and this is words. That's the difference. So look at the instruction here. The word that we're trying to work on said he was tired. So the reported speech or the direct speech rather, he said I was tired. He said I am tired, not words. So the direct speech of this would be he said I am tired. Okay, so the reported speech would be he said he was tired. Do you get it? Right? Good. 26. Identify the error in the sentence. Everyone in the class have done their work. Now everyone is a singular, right? Everyone means each of them, and each of them means one singular. So everyone. So if everyone is a singular, have is an error because have is in the plural. We use have for two or more stuff or two or more things or in two or more contexts. So this should be has. Everyone in the class has done their work. So have is the error here. B. 27. Choose the word with the correct meaning. The project was a dash success. You have stunning, stunningly, stunning, 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 stun, stunning. That's A. The project was a stunning success. And then 28 now. Which phrase is idiomatic? At the end of the day, in the end of the day, at the end of the day, end of the day. It's like this song that this guy sang. I'm trying to remember, I don't know the name of all these stars, but this guy that sang. At the end of the day, you know I love you. You know that kind of song. I don't know the singer and the artist guy. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's not talking about by midnight. No, it's an idiomatic speech, meaning that after everything, after, at the end of the day, after, just know at the back of your mind that I love you. Yeah? Good. So which phrase is idiomatic we use at the end of the day for after everything is said and done? Okay, that's another idiomatic expression I just used. After all is said and done. Right? Good. Alright, 29. Which option correctly transforms to an interrogative? You have done your own work. So interrogative just simply means I'm asking you a question and I demand an answer. That's what interrogative means. I'm interrogating you. I want to know. So have you done your own work? Do you have done your own work? Did you done your own work? Are you done your own work? Okay, even B to D is grammatically incorrect. So the only logical statement there should be A. Have you done your own work? Okay, I'm demanding an answer, so that's why it's interrogating. And you've got to tell me a yes or a no. So that's A. 2030. Choose the correctly spelled word. And what's the word we are trying to spell there? Occurrence. So we want to spell it correctly. Now, my trick, like I said in one of the videos I made yesterday, is that when you want to spell a word like as this, because if you stare at it too long, your brain may play a mind on you, games on you. So you want to turn over to the blank section of your booklet or on a rough paper and spell it off memory. So that will be occurrence. Alright, so occurrence have 2C, 2R. Yeah? Occurrence have 2C and 2R. So then you now come and look at the options and choose the correct one. So that will be option A. Yeah? Good. And then question 31. Pick the word that best fits the gap. He behaves dash he owns the place. He behaves like he owns the place. He behaves as if he owns the place. Behaves than he owns the place. So that is as if, right? He behaves as if is conditional. He doesn't own the place. So he's just behaving as if. He behaves as if is always a conditional uh, word. He behaves as if he owns the place. So that's B. 32. Choose the correct form. Neither of them. Okay, we've seen this before, so I'll just blow by. Neither of them was willing to help. 33. Select the correct relative pronoun. The book which she lent me was fascinating. Now you are in between who and which, but we only use who when we are talking about humans, when you are talking about personality. Okay. For example, let's say it was the woman dash, then it goes on. We'll go with who because we use who for human. Okay, I mean when I'm talking about you woman and I'm talking about HUMA, either male or female. But in this case, we're talking about objects, things, so we use which. 34. Choose the best word. She showed great dash in difficult time. Best word to fix this would be she showed great courage. And courage is spelled with a U, right? Courage is spelled with a U. Courage. She showed great courage. Option A is the correct option. 35. Which sentence is a conditional type 2? Now I told you the other one was type 3, level 3. So this one is working type 2. If I had seen him, I would tell him. If I had seen him, I would tell him. If I had seen him, I would have told him. It's like when Jesus was going to heaven, he says, if I go to heaven, I would prepare a place for him. Is that what he said? Okay, let's forget about that. If I had seen him, I would have told you. So this is a conditional type 2. Note that if there is an had here, there has to be a had here. If there is a would have here or have here, there has to be a had here. They always go interchangeable. You can't have had and had here. It won't work. Alright, so if I had seen him, I would have told him. Good, very good. Alright, 36 now, as we get ready to round up. Identify the correctly punctuated sentence. She said she would have come, but then she changed her mind. She said she would come, but then she changed her mind. She said she would come, but then she changed her mind. She said she would come, but okay, they are all the same words, just the punctuation. She said she would come. There has to be a comma after come. She said she would come, but then she changed her mind. Option B. Option B. This one is the correct. She said she would come, comma, but then she changed her mind. Right. Alright. And a full stop after mind. 37. Which option uses passive voice? Passive voice. They will finish the work tomorrow. The work will finish tomorrow. They will finish the work tomorrow. Tomorrow they finish the work. Passive voice. Let's see. They will finish the work tomorrow. The work will be finished tomorrow. Good. B. The work will be finished tomorrow. They will finish the work tomorrow. It's active. The work will be finished tomorrow. It's passive. Right? Good. Very nice. Okay, 38. Choose the correct pronoun case. Between you and dash, this is none of his business. Alright. Between you and dash. Many people will lean towards high. Yes. Many people will lean towards high. Between you and I, this is none of your business. This is wrong. It should be B. Me. Sorry. Between you and me. So me is always used with between. Alright? Between you and me, this is confidential. Alright? So between you and me, when you see between, use me. That's just a small rule I'm giving you right there. So not I, not between you and I. Okay? 39. 2020. Pick the correct form. He regrets wasting so much food yesterday. He regrets to waste. He regrets waste. Regret that wasted. So he regrets wasting. And then 40, the last one. Which sentence is in reported speech? I am happy, she said. Direct. She said she's happy. Okay, partially. She said that she was happy. She said she'd be happy. That's C. She said that she was happy. Alright? So beautiful. So with that we come to the end of this very special, like I said, curated list for GCE English likely questions. Now, one of the advantages of taking a lot of questions as this and try to watch a lot of these videos is that as you watch them and practice these questions over and over again, you're not just preparing for your exam, you are fine-tuning your English speaking, your English comprehension. Your ears, your eyes, your senses are getting fine-tuned. So you speak better and you communicate at a higher level or a higher frequency. Like I said, if you've got questions, why not smash the comment box and let me know your thoughts on this particular video. And if you are yet to be subscribed, well, I don't know what you're looking for or waiting for. So make sure you do that right away. Also, we have compiled PDF covering English questions now, mathematics, and all of those questions. So you can look at the shop connected to this video. In fact, you see some of those products popping up as we watch the video. If it interests you, you can make purchase and get it directly sent to your email or to your WhatsApp platform. I'm glad you enjoyed this and I know that I will see you again. Goodbye. Hi, I'm sure you enjoyed the content you just watched. To see more episodes as that, preparing you for your oncoming exams, smash the subscribe button on this channel right now and visit the playlist that we've made for you, covering over 50 type of different exams, including JAMB, WAEC, Cacao,